What up, YouTube? All right, back again. Heavy equipment this time, believe it or not. This is me as a diesel mechanic. My diesel mechanic toolbox. I'm working on my throttle body injector. And I don't know, I've just ended up being this is a snow plow, and that last guy was a guy I did a little bit of dirt work for. This is my Chevy. Had the backlights on there. I never did that in a video, or I forgot it in my last video. And here's my axle.
I've already been to the dunes, homie. What don't you get about that, Holmes? I get it. Huh? Do I got gloves? Yeah, I got some gloves.
But so yeah, just a bit of experience I had. Like, this is a guy tearing down my mom's old stuff. Like, this is the fallout shelter I mentioned. Wasn't pretty, but it was functional and we get it together. But we didn't. I don't know. My sister got it and ended up selling it, doing her thing. You know, it is what it is. But this is me. I was dumping fish guts to make a bunch of fertilizer.
I'm thinking like, hey, it might bring the birds, and yep, it brought the birds. Better than a bear.
It definitely brought the birds. That was quite the spectacle to see all those birds. Yeah, I was operating an excavator and a skid steer a little bit here with my buddy Robert. He's a good guy. Man, he's still got these fish guts, man. I wonder what he's doing. He might have to give me some money. Hey.
Wonder if Home Depot has like...
Look at all these birds, dude. Look at them all. They love this fish. I'll go right at them. They'll fly over me. Whee! Fly away, birdies. We're dealing with a bunch of fish guts today. Look at all those birds out there. They're all fishing up. They're all getting those fishy guts. Got my dad in there learning how to do it. No, Dad, he's gonna pour. He's gonna pour a bunch of shit. Oh, I should take over. I think we need to put the bucket on for a bit. Oh yeah, look at this big old soupy, tasty mess.
Yes, sir. So hopefully you didn't have ichthyophobia for that last one, or hearing about a bunch of fish. But that was that was a lot of just a lot of fun. I just ended up helping out my buddy that day, but we learned that fish guts attract a lot of birds, if you could imagine, here in Alaska. And one thing is, I won't say any names or anything, but my buddy was saying a neighbor who doesn't particularly like him ended up with a whole bunch of fish guts and bird poop on his house, and he was not too happy. That sounded just hilarious. But then there's some flying, heavy equipment, that gets up in the air, a couple that take off the water too. That's a good thing I have some, and driving heavy equipment. I've had some experience in those for some reason, a lot. But here's a cool piece of equipment that I moved, just like, only like 100 feet or something, but it was still cool to see a little crane and an old John Deere or something sitting there. And that might have been at a place called Latouche Island. Yeah, no kidding. No, that's an old Caterpillar right there. Yeah, one time you gotta be careful with those caterpillars or whatever this is. You get stuck in the mountains. I was snow plowing in that thing. I did. Luckily, hey, I didn't get that thing stuck. All right, that was my buddy who said I'm a bad welder. You can this is me. See, this is me flexing here. I'm loading it downtown. I'm loading it stuff. Oh, this is my buddy. I freaking was doing a ice rink. That's Robert there. He's an awesome guy. Letting me do the ice rinks and all that stuff for him, and loading other material at his yard. There's always a whole bunch of good stories down there, and doing different loader work for him. This is like a L120, I think it was, which is a big Volvo loader. This is at Usabelli Coal Mine, actually. We're lucky enough to get kind of a tour of that place and look at some of their equipment. It was just super cool and unique stuff. Like, they had a big drag line loader. I don't know if I got a thing of it, but it had just a massive bucket. Yeah, like, I think that thing, like, I don't know, it must have been 100-ton bucket or something, just massive. They had huge equipment there. You can't even fathom how big they are if you're not next to them. Some nice campers here in Anchorage you'll always see. This is some pipe I moved over to another trailer, and I was probably swearing in this, so I can't let you listen to it. But I was probably talking about road rage. Like, imagine having road rage and that thing, you just flip somebody off and then literally, not figuratively. Oh, that's hilarious. But off the road. But no, don't condone doing anything like that. But it's always interesting. You're just like a big hazard driving down the road. You gotta be careful. This guy, he was just laying down. I was like, what's wrong with him, dude? Is he all right? And then I saw him walking away, and I was like, okay, he's all right. But I was moving these pipes anyways, and some people might know where that is in Anchorage, and if you do, probably keep that to yourself, but it's fine. We don't judge around here. But yeah, I was helping at the same loader at the Cyber Car Wash, which is a cool place in Anchorage. And safety first, everybody.
Damn, I trekked like a half an hour to get out here. This guy got hella stuck. It's crazy. Ocean.
Yeah, this is me trekking to go help this guy. Probably singing I'm on a rocket ship. Or what was going on there? The fire or something. But here's some heavy pieces of snowmobiles I got. But have you ever thought about how heavy books are and what we do with them and how we move them and stuff? Libraries are pretty heavy, if you ever thought about it.
Holy mother of pearl, look at how heavy those books are in there. Oh baby, we had to get 2 loaders out here to lift this thing on that trailer. Oh buddy. Ballerinaing these big old loaders. Look at this, he's coming off the back. Oh, this is sketchy, man. This is crazy. $20, as much as you can carry. Books for days. Come get some. We got all types of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something to think about. And that was a great time watching those excavators almost tip over, lifting, such a heavy container full of books, and they were all just pretty much scattered all over the place. So it wasn't like you're going to take out a bunch of books. So that was fun. And that was my buddy Robert. He gets into all sorts of shenanigans. He's he's a heavy duty scrapper and does all types of fun stuff there. You probably saw some of his logos in there. Give him a call and bug him. I'm sure he'd love it. This is a cool 6x6 thing one of my buddies made, and he put a moose rack on it eventually. And look at that heavy duty chain and a heavy duty crane. Oh, that rhymed. I might need to refrain. Oh, this guy's like, shit, I'm in pain. No, but these are some heavy duty drilling rig things. Those are pretty cool. Not to make you all drool. Man, I like to... I think I'm so cool, just like that last truck. But yeah, here's me just loading up some racks and stuff for this place my buddy was working on. That's a really cool place, actually. They have a really cool idea. And here's a bunch of trucks I kind of drove across country and stuff, done a bunch of cool things. But that place has like a drive-through place where they vacuum your car and do the outside detailing and everything. It's pretty cool here in Anchorage if you ever get the time. Here's a concrete demonstration I went to. Yeah, that's a cool new thing here in Alaska. And here's that moose rack I was talking about. I was picking up the other ones, and I'm not showing the wheels here, but this is considered big equipment. It was a ferry dock. That was kind of cool. I checked that out. Some heavy equipment tires, and you always got to strap down your equipment right, everybody. Make sure to do it right. Over the top, cinch it down real tight. And some heavy equipment flies, and I might have to do a video about a couple flights I've had here in Alaska here soon, and I'm back behind the wheel of another loader. I've done a lot of loader and excavating. Some of it floats. The heavy equipment floats too. We got to get the load in the heavy equipment onto stuff to get it to other places you can't get by road, you know. But this thing you can get there by road, so oversized or not, we'll do it, you know. So I don't know, everybody. Forklift certified, operated or not, you got to do what you got to do. And I came through to do that here today and make a video about a little bit of forklift operated certified heavy equipment. And this is my buddy that did it. Friggin' made me do it. It's Zach. He's one of my oldest buddies I've ever had. I've had him my whole life, and he's my good friend. So I give him a shout out. And hey, everybody, thanks for watching. Let the good times roll.